Hello, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be talking about the part 2 of the topic we started in our previous class, which is Exponent. In our previous lecture, we talked about the 3 basic rules of word exponents. Today we're going to start from rule number 4. Now, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button and also follow us on Facebook. Today, we're going to start from rule 4. Just in case you missed our previous lecture, you can search for it on YouTube. Using what Exponent at Ask the Mathematician. That's the page name. So you can search for that topic, Exponents Part 1. So today we're talking about Part 2. And just a quick recap, in our last class, we talked about 3 basic rules. The first rule was a to the power x divided by a to the power y. That would be a to the power x plus y. And the second rule of exponents, a to the power x, is times a to the power x divided by a to the power y. That will be a to the power x minus y. And the third rule of exponents, it says a to the power 0 equals 1. So today we're going to start with rule 4, the fourth rule of exponents. This rule is used to remove the negative index. Remember in our previous slide, I told you that index is the same thing as a power or exponent. So this rule is used to remove the negative index. So if you have something like a to the power minus x, the rule says a to the power minus x is the same thing as 1 over a to the power x. Take for example, if you have 2 to the power minus 3, using rule number 4, this one will be the same thing as writing 1 over 2 to the power 3. And 2 to the power 3 means 2 times 2 times 2. So this one will give us 1 over 8. So the rule number 4 is just to remove the negative word index. So let's look at rule number 5. Now, rule 5 says, if you have a raised to the power b and raised to the power y, this one will be a to the power b times y. Take for example, if you have 2 to the power 3 and raised to the power 2, this one is the same thing as 2 to the power 3 times 2, and that will be 2 to the power 6. That's from the 5th rule of exponents. Also, even if you have it as even if you have it as 3, you have something like 3 m to the power 2, c to the power 3, r raised to the power 2. You have something like this. If you make use of this rule 5, this one will be the same thing as having 3, but this one is the same thing as 3 to the power 1. So these two multiply the power a. So this one becomes 3 to the power 2. So we have n 2 times 2. We have t is power 3 times 2 also. So this one will give us 3 to the power 2. n to the power 2 times 2 is 4. t to the power 3 times 2, that is 6. Now even if you have a numerator and a denominator, raised to the power, take for example like in example 4. See example 4. See example 4. If we have something like 2r, let's say 2 to the power 3, r to the power 2, all over a squared t, r raised to the power 3. We can still use the fifth law to solve this one. This one will be the same thing as writing. This one will be the same thing as writing 2 to the power 3 times 3 r to power 2 times 3 all over a to power 2 times 3 and t to power 3 times 1, which is 3. Because t is same as t to the power 1. So this one is 2 to power 3 times 3 is 9. R 2 times 3 is 6. All over 2 times 3 is 6. And t to power 3. So if you have a numerator and denominator raised to the power, you're just having something like this, the rule what applies. That's the fifth rule of exponents. So now let's go over to the sixth rule. The sixth rule of exponents. Rule number 6. Rule number 6 says, if you have a to the power x over y, it's the same thing as the y root of a to the power x. The y root of a to the power x. So please, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button so that I'll be the first to be notified when we upload our new videos. So let's get an example for rule 6. Example 5 now. If you have something like 4 raised to the power 1 over 2, in this case what it means is that a is 4, x is 1, then y is 2. So to apply the rule number 6, this one will give us square root of 4 to the power 1. Of course 4 to the power 1 is equal to 4. So this one will give us square root of 4. And square root of 4 is a number that multiplies itself 2 times to get 4. And that number is root 2. That's another example for rule 6. Rule 6. Let's see example 6. Just to simplify, 8 raised to the power 2 over 3. Using rule 6, you can write this one as cube root of 8 to the power 2. Of course, 8 raised to the power 2 is 8 times 8. And that will give us cube root of 64. The cube root of 64 is the number that multiplies itself 3 times to get to 64. And that number is what? 4. Though there's another way you can solve this one, but sometimes you can have a large number here. So multiplying and looking for the particular root is going to waste your time. So let's see another approach to solving this. We have 8 raised to the power 2 over 3 This one will be cube root of 8 to the power 2. So now we can write this as a cube root of 8 all raised to the power 2. This one will give us cube root of 8 is the number that multiplies itself 3 times to get to 8. And that number is 2. And raised to this power 2. Of course, 2 raised to the power 2 means 2 times 2. And the answer to that is 4. So that's the sixth rule of exponents. So in the part 1 of this video, we talked about the first 3 rules. And now we've talked about another 3 rules of what exponents. Remember to follow us on Facebook and like our videos on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button if you are watching us on YouTube, so I will be the first to be notified for uploading videos. And don't forget, we are looking for a good training center for SAT, GRE, the GMAT, the TOEFL, the IELTS. Contact Blueprint Academy in Benin City. You can reach us in our WhatsApp number, which is +234 80 368 55152. Until I come your way again, have a lovely day.